Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So like and share the video. And we're going to talk about Japan. Oh boy. Gotta talk about Japan. You know. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I lived in Japan for over 3 years. It's a very very unique place. If I can say that. It's a very unique place. I have my damn. I dropped my phone, man. God damn, it's Japan is a very unique place. That's a hard place to live, man. I think I don't think it's a hard place to live if you're a woman though. For most women, they probably won't be so so bad. But if you're a type of guy that like to be kind of free spirit, if you're a free spirit guy like I am, I don't really like a lot of rules and regulations and people telling me what to do all the time. I don't need somebody to micromanage me, and I don't need all of that. Just tell me one time, give me the blueprints, and I'm good. You can go. I don't need somebody to keep telling me shit 4 or 5 times, the same thing over and over. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so I had some good times and I had some bad times. I still have friends that live in Japan, still to this day. I do go back and visit every 5 years. I go back to visit. It's a long flight. I'm not used to flying out. That shit bothers me. Because it's like what? 12 hours, 12, 13 hours from Atlanta. Nonstop. That shit wore me out the last time. But I made some good friends over there. You know, Japan is a very passive aggressive place. And it's very everything is not what it seems. You know, like I give you an example, like somebody sent me a I'm gonna share my screen. Like somebody sent me something over the weekend. So I guess in Japan, you know, they're offering it's not just black men, but they're offering black men, foreign men, $75,000 to basically start a family in Japan, right? And I guess it's sort of they didn't even say if these is cash payments or they didn't really say. They didn't really say how how the shit was going to be distributed. Which is, I would be very suspect of that. At first, I had a hard time trying to find this shit, and the shit is in Japanese. Not this page, but the page that I found was in Japanese, and I can't read Japanese. So, I when I saw it, I didn't really have much to say, to be honest. But I would say this: if you're going to go to Japan, if you're going to move to Japan, I would say move there because you want to. Don't move there just for the benefits, the 75,000. That's what I would say. And if you decide to move to Japan, don't be caught off guard or surprised if for whatever reason you don't get all the benefits. That's what I would say about that. Like I said, I've lived there over 3 years, and I still know people that live there. Now, they started something like this in like 2020. Yeah, they started something like this, and I think it was like 2020, where I think once they found out that the Olympics was coming there, which, it never did because of the pandemic, right? But once the Olympics was, they planned to bring the Olympics to Japan. Once they found that out, they kind of opened things up. They tried to be foreign friendly. See, Japan is not a foreign friendly place at all. It looks like, if you go to Tokyo, you think, man, this is like New York City. But see, outside of Tokyo, it's very different. And it's very expensive. That's 75,000. So let me give you an example. Let me tell you how expensive Japan is. Well, let's say you have 75,000 and you had a baby, because you got to have a baby to get the money. You got to get a girl pregnant. They got to have the baby to get 75,000. So let's say you have a baby, a brand new baby. You got the money, it's 75,000. And let's say you don't got no job, right? You don't got no job. Maybe you got a little bit of money coming in, but it ain't much, right? Within that first year, if you don't get no job, if you don't have a job that's competitive to the Japanese market economy for you to make a living and pay rent and insurance and all that shit that entails to have a family, almost all of that 75,000 gonna be gone within the first year if you don't have enough income coming in. That's how expensive it is over there. For real. That 75,000, that shit gonna go down so fast on your ass. In my opinion, 75,000 ain't enough money. It's just my opinion. And I know how expensive it can get over there. Like, for real. You'd be like, God damn. You should go for a vacation. You'll see what I'm talking about. Go for a vacation. You'd be like, yo, this shit is high as motherfucker over here. This is like LA and New York type prices. And think about if you had to live there. You have probably had to get a fucking roommate, some shit like that. It's the most expensive place I think I ever been or lived for sure. It's definitely the most expensive place I ever lived. That's a fact. So, it's just very difficult place to live. Too many rules, regulations. Um English is not spoken um well by most people either. Of course, if you're in the Tokyo area, you can you run into people or people got businesses, the restaurants, they speak English, yeah. But in them small towns, almost nobody speaks English. And it's a hard place to make friends. Most people they go to the club or go to the bar, some shit like that. Outside of the club and the bar and the job, well, not so much the job, you know. The job, people just work together. That's it. That's not real friendship at the job. But outside the club and the club and the bars, um, maybe a restaurant, you're gonna struggle making some friends there. And see, the problem with we know the clubs and the bars ain't people. They ain't really worth a damn. I mean, those aren't the best people in the world. I think we can agree to that. You know what I'm saying? I think we can agree to that. It's not the best place. And see, it's kind of forbidden to talk to girls on the street in Japan. Like we do here in America, we see a girl walking down the street on the sidewalk, we'll walk up to her and start talking to her. Well, they don't like that in Japan. They don't like that. You know, so I'm like, what the hell? You're not supposed to talk to people, the women in public. So I'm like, where the hell am I supposed to meet girls at then? They said, well, I don't know, somewhere else besides on the streets. And I'm like, what? That's when I was like, yo, y'all got too many goddamn rules here. Shit. Everything is difficult over here. Like, you know, I can't I can't find clothes to wear. That's difficult because I'm a tall guy. I can't find my size in shoes, and it was like, yo, damn. If I want to buy some like sneakers, I gotta pay extra, $200-$300 extra. It's shit like that. So I never went shopping in Japan the whole time. I always had to go to Hawaii or, this is before Amazon too. I had to always have to go to Hawaii or somewhere else, close, Korea or something like that, And the food, the food is always a big problem for me because, I'm a picky eater. So I ain't really trying to eat anything. I don't really get down like that. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, what worked for me is I just found 2 to 3 things. I would say 4 to 5 things that I like Japanese food, and I just kept eating the same shit over and over. And then I would go to Fridays and Red Lobster. I would go to the chain restaurants. That's what I kept doing, you know. So I'm gonna read some of this shit. This article. It said Japan's birth rate is declining, but the government is taking steps to encourage families to grow. Well, the birth rate has been declining forever. I heard about this in the 90s. Well, it said started in 2025, pregnant women will receive 100,000 yen. So that's around $660 in financial aid plus consultation support throughout their pregnancy. This aid comes in two parts: 50,000 yens during the first consultation and the remaining 50,000 after birth or during another meeting. If you're having twins or more, you'll receive an extra 50,000 yens for child support. So 50,000 yens, that's like 300 and something dollars. And this aid can be used for childbirth and child care products, post childbirth care, or babysitter fees. The government hopes this support will ease anxiety and financial burdens, encouraging more couples to start a family. This is part of a larger effort to reverse Japan's declining birth rate trend. Other initiatives include increased subsidies for hospital fees and resume babysitter discount coupons. Let's support families and build a brighter future for Japan's next generation. So that's about it. You know, about it really. You know, I've seen a bunch of videos online about this. You know, a lot of people have been trolling online. You know, a lot of people they be trolling their ass off online, boy. Some of the shit people be saying, I'll be like, yo, this shit is funny as hell. You know. But yeah, the birth rate's been low. You know. So based on what I just read, it's not gonna be a lot of cash payments. It's gonna be a lot of benefits. But no cash, not much cash payments. I don't know about you, but I like having cash in my pocket. I'm not really down with electronics like that. Unless it's money in my bank account or some shit like that, where I can take out if I really want to. But I like cash payments. You know, that's why I said in the beginning of this video, I would be very skeptical. I'm very skeptical when I hear this type of offer coming from the government, any government, in my opinion. And I said, if you're going to move to Japan, don't move there for the benefit. Move there because you want to move there. And when you get the benefit, you're going to have to sign up for the benefits. More than likely, knowing how Japan operates, you're going to have to go somewhere and sign up for these benefits. And when you sign up for those benefits, don't be surprised if you don't get everything. Don't be surprised if everything is not included, because Japan is a very passive aggressive place. It's a very bait and switch, backstabbing, cutthroat. You know, they'll treat you nice. They'll talk, smile, talk to you, talk good, and They be lying their ass off. You like, God damn, that bitch got me, man. You know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that, man. But you know, I did I had some good times and some bad times. Now, some people would say, well, would you do it over again? If I had the opportunity to, well, you got to think about this. When I moved to Japan, I was 20 years old, and I was green, right? Now, would I do it all over again? Probably not. You know, I wouldn't do it all over again. No, I wouldn't have never went if I had to. If I could, you know, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't never went. I could do without. Be honest. What I would say is this: when it was time for me to leave Japan, I was happy. I was happy to leave. Be honest. You know, it was a difficult place to live, bro. I'm telling you. It's see, I'm a free spirit person, you know. I like getting out, doing things, meeting people, whatever. I found most people in Japan are not really they're not really free spirit. You know, they're kind of closed off, you know, not really fun to be around. But that's kind of most people anyway. Most people are kind of not fun to be around, especially married people. Married people are some of the boringest people on the planet. God damn. Oh man, it don't get no worse than the married people. Married people are some bored sons of bitches. I can't hang with married people, man. I tried. I can't do it. You know, whew. But yeah, people, you know, most people over there they're kind of closed off, you know, unless they know you. And you're going to have a hard time getting to know some of these goddamn people. Like I said earlier, they're not very sociable. Even if they know you, they're not that sociable. Unless you got some alcohol. If the drink is flowing or some alcohol, shit, it's on then. But other than that, no, man, you're going to be slow rolling, buddy. You're like, damn. That shit rough, man. That shit was rough. You know, but I did my time. I got up out of there. And that was it. I wouldn't do it over again. I do visit though. It's a nice place to visit. You know. But you know what's funny? You might like it there. You might like living there. You might like visiting there too. I like to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there again. You know. Now, some people will say, well, why wouldn't that be a good place to visit? Well, this is how I see it. You have to find out what works for you. You know, I know a lot of us are looking for some sort of peace of mind. Well, peace of mind is priceless. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Peace of mind is priceless. And I remember T.I. said some shit lately. T.I. said, hey, whatever it takes for you not to kick down my door to find that peace of mind, I'm for it. Yeah, that's what T.I. said, man. I agree with that 100%. Whatever it takes for you to find that peace of mind, It could be in Japan. It could be. It could be in Colombia. It could be in Thailand. It could be in the Philippines. It could be in Brazil. It could be in Australia. I don't know where it's at. But every man should find where that peace of mind is. You know what I'm saying? Every man should find where that peace of mind lives. It might not be North America. Because we get disrespected here a lot. And you got to realize that whether you believe it or not, we're the most desired men on the planet. Even in North America. All around the world, we're the most desired men on the planet. No, think about this for a second. Everywhere you go, these other guys and gals are emulating us. They're dressing like us. They're trying to look like us, act like us, wear their hair like us. What other guy on the planet is being followed like that, emulated like that? Name another group of guys that got it like us, that's being emulated like us, followed like us. People trying to grow their hair like us. They want our skin color. And ain't no other guys on the planet. We're the shit. You got to keep that in mind. Regardless of all the bullshit you go through with the police and your family ain't shit, and we're the shit. Ain't nobody like us. Ain't nobody like us on the planet. Nobody gets fucked with us as much. Nobody tries to follow and emulate us as much. My dad used to tell me people hate up, not down. People hate up, not down. And it's true. It's true. People do hate up, not down. You know what I'm saying? And we're the most desired men on the planet. You know what's crazy? You might not believe this. These other non-black women, they think that we're us black men, they think we're exotic. That's how they look at us. They look at us, they think we're exotic when they see us. Yeah, that's the truth. You might have a hard time believing that. That's the truth. They think we're exotic, yo. When they see us, they be like, they think we're exotic. The same way us men see somebody like Tyra Banks. I put Kim Kardashian. She's all right. I put Kim Kardashian in there. She ain't not my thing, not my taste, but I'll put Kim Kardashian in there. Yeah, a lot of y'all like Kim Kardashian. Let me put her in there. The same way y'all look at Kim Kardashian. Women like Kim Kardashian look at us like that. The same way. They see us exotic. They look at us like that. They be like, they see us, they be like, they melt inside. Their panties get wet. It's the truth. These other groups of women, you name any country. China, Japan, the Philippines, women in Australia, women in all parts of Africa, name any country. Canada, name them. Any country. They all see us as exotic males. They do. Now, they ain't going to say that. Or some of them will say it. There's some white women that will say it. There's some white women will say it. White women were out of control, boy.
Oh shit!
But for the most part, they won't say it. But it's the truth. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. It's not like it's a secret. Shit. This is not breaking news. I'm sorry to break it. This is not breaking news. This is nothing new. This has been this way since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing changed. You know, and black women, everybody know y'all the best on the planet. Black American women, everybody know it. All these other women know. They know what the deal is. This is not breaking news either. Even white guys know what's up. Even white guys know what's up. You know, if you take one of them white guys you went to college with, if you ask him, you catch him at the bar and be like, yo, who's some of the best looking women out in these streets? He might not say what I just said. Might not say a black, he might say it's a white woman. But you might say, come on, man. You know, white women ain't really got it like that. Yeah, some attractive white women, but black women are holding it down out in these streets, man. He can't disagree with that. He won't be able to disagree. He might not say it in front of people or say it in front of white women because they'll get uncomfortable. But we know who the best group of women are on the planet. We know it. All you got to look at who's following who. Who's following who? The man and the woman. Ain't nobody following no Chinese man. Or Japanese man. No. Ain't nobody following no Latino. No. Those are the facts. You know, that's just what it is. Who's following who? You got a Japanese guy getting his hair braided right now in Japan. Yeah. And where do you think he got the idea from? He didn't get it from Europe. He got it from us. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. My dad used to tell me people hate up, not down. So when somebody's hating on you, shit, take it as a compliment. Shit. You're on the right track. Shit. The motherfucker might be mediocre that's judging you, but hey, oh well, maybe he need to step his game up. What up, Marcus? They're offering 75,000. Where do I?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I would do a little bit more research on that, Marcus. And from what I read, it's not going to be a lot of cash payments though. It's a lot of it looks like it's going to be a lot of like finance. It's going to be like how financial aid is when you go to college. It's going to be on paper, basically. You know, it's not going to be a lot of cash payments. Doesn't look like. You know. Now in Japan, when I lived in Japan, and I still know people that live in Japan. Yeah, I still got friends over there. Yeah. You know, when I was in Japan, I had some good times, I had some bad times. But the women over there, they can be cutthroat. I'm telling you. Now, if a Japanese girl don't like you, the best thing to do is get away from her. Because she's liable to do anything to you. That's a fact. That's a fact. You get away from her. That motherfucker might be ruthless. They're ruthless, man, over there. Don't let them women fool you over there. Now, if she likes you, now that's when you're in good company. That's when you're in good company if she likes you. But there can be some cutthroat motherfuckers now. I'm telling you. That's based on my experience and the people that I know. But if she likes you, oh man. Shit, you good. Whatever you need, whatever you want. If she don't have it, she'll pick up the phone and call somebody. That's usually how that go. You know. Now there's different types of Japanese girls too. You know, you have the I would say the working class girls, you know, they work 9-to-5 job or whatever. You know, I work corporate job. Then you have the other girls where they have, you know, the professional girls. Well, they're educated. They might have went to college. Or their family might be well off. They probably went to some big university or something like that. And they got a professional job. Or they might work some corporate job or whatever. You know, and they might make pretty good money. You know, they might make 80 to 150,000, something like that. You know, I met a girl like that. She was 35. She was making like 150,000 a year, which is not. That ain't that much for Japan. She live in Tokyo too, but that it's okay, but ain't nothing to brag about. You know. But even she was kind of a cutthroat motherfucker. You know, she kind of flipped out on me. She kind of left a bad taste in my. She kind of flipped out on me after about because first she was older than me now. I'm 22. She's 35, right? And after about 6 months, she wants to she started talking about a relationship or whatever. And I was cool with it. You know, I was cool with it. I didn't have a problem with that. Cause I felt like she was being genuine at the time. Now let me tell you why I never told nobody this. Let me tell you why I felt like she was being genuine. Because when I first met her, she told me that she hadn't had sex in a long time, right? And I'm kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, whatever, man. What you telling me this for? Right? And when it went down, I like, oh, okay, I understand why. She was very tight. I said, okay, I understand why you said that. She just gave me a warning, basically. You know, So I respect her honesty. And she was honest throughout the whole time. And then she started talking about, oh, she want to be in a relationship. I'm like, okay, you know, we can get to know each other. We just keep growing or whatever. Until now something happened. When I had to leave for about 2 months. And when I came back, she was talking to another dude. So I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? God damn, it only take 2 months? Shit. God damn. So that's when the shit started. The relationship was going downhill from there. And I was like, yo, you kind of a cutthroat motherfucker, you know? And then she kind of justified why. She said, oh, you gone for too long. I couldn't wait. I'm like, what? You're a fucking weirdo. You know, it's like, it was like that. Yeah, I'm like, whatever. But I didn't know her that well anyway. And plus, she was the type that she thought just because she was older than me that I didn't have no say so. She didn't really have to take anything that I said seriously. She was that type. And I kind of picked up on that a couple times, even though she tried to hide it, you know. So when things started to fall apart, I wasn't really surprised, you know. And then she was one of, and another thing, I think I was the first black dude she ever talked to. I believe that for sure. Because let me tell you something. Something happened one time, and this was some weirdo shit. This is the type of shit that happened to me when I was over there. I stayed at her house many times. But on this particular time, I don't remember if it was the first time or the second time. I think it might have been the first time. Yeah, I think it was the first time I stayed over at her house. Because the first time we got together, we were at a hotel. Second time was at her house. Yeah. Because she stayed way out in Tokyo. This motherfucker was so far, I didn't even know how to get to her house on the train. Even if I tried, I didn't know how to get there. Because she stayed. If you took the train to her house, well, you couldn't take the train to her house. You had to take the train at the last stop and catch a cab, like another 15 miles in the cab ride from the train station. That's how far she lived out in Tokyo. And where she stayed at, it wasn't no English. Nobody speak English. No signs in English. No nothing. So I'm like, how the fuck? I ain't gonna ever remember to come back out here. There's no way. So she would mostly meet me if we planned to go to her house, because she know I couldn't find my way all the way out there. It's just too fucking far and too many trains you had to get on. So this one particular time, I stayed at her house, got up the next day, she cooked breakfast, and I was like, okay, I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed she kept looking out the window, right? She kept looking out the window. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this broad? What the fuck wrong with this broad, bro? This broad is acting weird. I'm getting nervous now, right? And she just kept doing it. She might have done it 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, yo, why you keep looking out the window? What's something out? Somebody outside? Somebody trying to get us in this motherfucker or what? some danger? Let me know so I can get ready. You know. So she said, no, I'm looking to see if the neighbor's looking or the neighbor's outside. I'm like, why? Because I don't want the neighbors to see you. I said, what? What are you trying to say? He's like, oh, I don't want the neighbors to see that you're a foreigner. You know, I don't want the neighbors to see that a foreigner is leaving my house. I'm like, why do you care? She's like, well, I don't know. That's just how I felt. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I didn't even go down that rabbit hole. I just like, okay, I'm out of here, yo. You on some weirdo shit. You actually, I said, why you even brought me over here? I could have stayed fucking on where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And I never went back over there after that. I never went back over there. That was it. That was second. Yeah, I think that was the first or second time. After that, I left for 2 months and came back. She was acting all weird and shit. She had some other dude, which I was right. And the relationship went downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? But she, like I said, she was one of them types where she's older than me. And she thought like, oh, I don't gotta listen to this young whippersnapper. Is that type of shit at the time. But I'm like, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. Shit, I get another bitch. You just a number. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. I'm a player for life. Who you talking with? You don't know who I am. I think the title is fake. I don't believe it. And there was an article someone talked about on YouTube where a Japanese adult film company was paying, I don't know, black males to be in their films. Oh, okay. You might be right. Shit, I don't know. Japanese females do have a grip. I think it's their biology. It might be. You know, it might be. Oh, damn. She don't want the neighbors to see you. Yeah. Yeah, that was real. That's real shit. Yeah. You know, and she, you know, I didn't even go deep into details on why she felt that way, though. I was like, but you know, the funny thing is, that wasn't the first time that happened. That happened a second time with somebody else. And it was the same type of shit. And what I learned is their families. It's the dad. It's the dad and the well, it's really the parents. It's their parents is what they're afraid of. That's what that really comes down to. At the end of the day. Like I said, Japan is not a foreign friendly place. It's not a foreign friendly place. It's not. You know. So if a girl gets with a foreigner over there, she's thinking about how her parents, if her parents is going to accept you. She's not thinking about the friends. The friends don't really matter much. The friends don't matter that much. But the parents, oh man, that's very important. The parents is very important, boy. You know, because I think a lot of the Japanese parents look at it like, why she can't get with a Japanese guy? I think that's how they look at it. They're like, why I can't get with a Japanese guy? Why I gotta be a foreigner? And and here's another thing that almost nobody talks about. If you're going to get with a foreigner, Let it be a white man. Let it be a white man if we're gonna get with a foreigner. That's the truth. You know? Yeah. You know, that's how they see it. You know. Now you gotta think about, I didn't know all this shit. I'm a young man. I'm what, 22 years old at the time? I didn't know, man, I was so caught off guard, man. At the time, I was learning all this shit on the fly. By the time it was because I was over there for 3 years. By the time when it was time for me to leave, man, I was happy as hell, man. I was the happiest guy alive. That's true. Japanese females are scared of their moms. I met a brother years ago in California who married a Japanese woman. He brought the mom over, and his women stopped going out partying. Oh yeah, whatever mom says, goes. Whatever mom said goes. You know what I'm saying? Are you taking? Oh yeah. Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in here. Let me see. Yeah, whatever mom says goes. Mom is the boss. And the daughters, they scared of their mom, boy. For sure. They scared of the mom, boy. When mom talks, them women shut the fuck up. Now, if dad say something, she might buck up a little bit. But when mom talk, they shut the fuck up. I've seen it. They shut the hell up, boy, when mom start talking. I'm like, damn. And mom can be acting like a fool, man. I'm like, yo, you ain't gonna say something to her, man. Cause it ain't my place to say stuff to your mom. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna say nothing to her? I'm sorry. See, I wasn't raised to talk shit to old people or talk shit to people's parents. I'll just leave. I'll get up and leave. If this parents start talking crazy, that's how I was raised. I'll get up and leave. But I ain't gonna talk shit to old people. I respect my elders. Even if they're talking crazy, I'll get up and leave. But I ain't gonna go back and forth with them. I ain't got time for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for all that shit. What up?
Hey Sharp, how's it going, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Yeah, I dated a Japanese female years ago. We were friends for 2 years and we tried to date, but I've noticed and talking to others who actually been to Japan, they have a practical mindset. And it's just straightforward.
Yup.
For instance, there was a party years ago I went to, and friends invited the Japanese. Let's say a Japanese like foreign exchange student over, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a good time. She's there. She left her jacket. So the next day, me and a couple of friends went to her house or her place she was staying to give her jacket back. She got upset because we were like, why? She said we didn't ask to be invited to her house. See, we thought because we invited her to the party, you know, it would be in reverse. Oh, she left her jacket. We'll go to her house. But no, it wasn't the same. We invited her to the party, but we never asked to be invited to her place. That was a complete difference. Not, practical. they have this one track, practical stay on the same track. You understand? You can't deviate from it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're funny like that, bro.
Yeah, and that's why there's a TV show called Shogun. Don't know if you see it, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it last
on
month.
Netflix, the white guy thought he would be able to run game on them, but the
Hmm.
Shogun ended up having him on the ground crying and everything. Their women have the same mindset. They have this push pull. They it's almost like they're trying to throw you off balance to always seem like you're in the wrong.
Oh yeah.
Get their approval or their, I forget the word, but it's like you're trying to get them to, oh baby, I'm so sorry, I'll be okay, I'm sorry, baby. They're trying to control you. They control their men. That's why Japanese men will walk away from a fine Japanese woman in a heartbeat. And from what
Yeah.
I've heard and I've seen more Japanese men with Filipino women in relationships than their own women. But that could be true or not. But that's just something I've seen. And folks who went and lived in Japan teaching English told me the same thing, where they saw Japanese men marrying Filipino women in a much more happier relationship. But
Yeah, I saw some of that when I went to Japan in 2016.
hmm,
I saw a lot more of that than ever before.
yeah. So there is something about their culture where if you deviate from being practical, what's right in front of you, it's like a step by step mentality. Okay, you deviate from it. No, I gotta cut you off or make you feel like crap in order to make you understand you're not part of this group. They have a saying, the nail that sticks out get hammered. And I think that's why a lot of Japanese females tend to want to go towards foreigners to try and show off that, hey, I'm going against the society.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just but the thing but I had conversations with some women about this. I'd be like, hey, you realize everything is not going to be the same forever. You have to adapt. That's how real life works. You
Mhm.
realize that, right? And they'll say, well, yeah, but it's every rambling. They ain't really got no answer.
So to me, that is because, okay, gotta understand, for 300 years, the Japanese was closed off. You know that, right?
Yeah,
They couldn't talk to anybody unless they were Japanese, except if they lived near the borders or the sea and they knew about the Portuguese and slaves and all that. But my point is, they were basically imprisoned on their own continent or their island that they call a continent, but their island, right?
yeah,
When you're in prison, it's like the movie Shawshank Redemption. You're institutionalized. As long as tomorrow is good as today, I'm okay. That's the mentality that because they were in prison because the samurai could just walk up and cut off their head if they didn't bow, showing respect to them.
mm-hmm.
So they were literally imprisoned by their own culture to the point. As long as tomorrow is good as today, I'm okay. So I'll stick to long as today is fine. Whatever's going on today, I won't deviate from that because if I do, there's a chance somebody could cut off my head and I won't be here.
Yeah, yeah. That's a samurai mentality.
Yeah, yes, it's a samurai mentality. That's why I think a lot of females want to get out, but they bring that mentality with them, and they end up treating you that way. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they'll have the controlling behavior on you.
yeah. I'd be like, no, I don't get down like that.
Well, that's how they're even like for instance, I'll tell you when I dated a Japanese woman, she came on my place. I came home like 10 o'clock at night or something. I was tired because I worked all day. Came home, I watched TV. She tell me go to bed, please. Go to bed. I took a shower, came back, watched TV. It's like 11. come on, honey, go to bed. I was like, no, no, no. She went to bedroom, came back with lingerie. So I went to bed. So I called a dude that I know who lives in Japan. I asked him, he said, she did it to control you. She wanted you to go to bed because you're going to work tomorrow, but she wanted to control you and see how far she can do that. You
Yeah.
understand? Her words couldn't do it, but her sex appeal could. So she understands a certain limit now with you. And soon after that, we stopped talking. We just became friends. But I understood that she was trying to see her boundaries with me, and that's
Yeah.
their culture. They want to see their boundaries because I'm telling you, back in samurai days, if you didn't bow to a samurai, he could take that sword off and cut your head off.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the boundary there. So to meet a stranger, what's the boundary? How far can I go before I set them off?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a they have a different mentality for sure. That's why I said, if you meet a Japanese girl and if she doesn't like you, it's best for you to get away from her.
Yeah.
Because ain't no telling what she could do anything to you.
Yep. Even I hate to say some one dude, the guys in Japan told me they'll turn around and cry rape.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. I was like, real? They're like, yeah, because once again, it goes to the practical. I like you, so I'm gonna go 100% to like you. Like
Yeah.
when I went to bed, she came back lingerie. But if she hated me, there was no way in hell she would let me touch her. You see what I'm saying? It's either one thing or the other.
Exactly. It's no in between with them.
There's no in between there in their culture. That's how
No.
they went from a war-torn, nuclear destroyed country. And somebody told me within 5 years they rebuilt that country. You could
Yeah.
not tell it was devastated by a nuclear bomb because it was, this is our culture, let's fix it.
Yeah.
Period. Not okay in between like, no, you're gonna do it or get out of here. That's the mentality they have.
Yeah, I learned that when I was over there. I said, no in between over here. Either she's in or she out.
Yeah, and that's how they're working. Thinking I learned from talking to her and other people. It's like working. You're either here or you're not. Even if you're sick, even if you got hit by a bus, you aren't here. So I got to replace you. And that's why the men there work their behinds off. Almost going crazy because it's, if you're not here part of this assembly line, there's another person who will take your spot in a heartbeat. So you have to have that same mentality too when it comes to business. That I'm here, I have to do what I need to do, by hook or crook. You know what I mean? There ain't no excuses. I need to make this money, find a way to do it, and that did change my perspective doing things in life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they take things too far sometimes.
Well, that's what I said. If you were back in the samurai days, if you saw samurai and you did not bow, they take that sword out and cut your head off.
Yeah. Yeah. I give you an example. When I think one time there was a party, this Japanese girl, she was having a party, right? And I told her, she asked me if I was coming, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure, And then she was like, well, how come you don't know? How come you're not sure? I'm like, I just I might have to do something. I'm go somewhere else. She's like, why not? He said, I keep asking you to come to my party, but you never want to come. So I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't know. So when she was like, can you please come? I said, I just said, I don't know. So she's like, okay, I'll do anything if you come. I'm like, what? Anything? Anything? Oh God. So she gave me a look, right? I was like, oh God, no, never mind. No, don't, no. I'll come. Never mind. So it's just it's like if they're I guess if they think highly of you, they're willing to do almost anything.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's that, but it also because They're curious. They like you. So remember, no in between. If I like you, I'll go 100 miles an hour and do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But if I hate you, I'm gonna put the brakes on and don't even come near me. I might even try to kill you. But if I
Yeah.
like you, like for instance, I'm gonna tell you, when I dated a Japanese woman, she said, if we ever get married, it'll be like a porn movie. We could do anything. I know you got fantasies. I called the one doing Japan. I told him that he's like, the amount of sexless marriages in Japan is off the charts. That's why in Japan
Oh
it's
yeah.
okay to have a concubine or mistress,
Mm-hmm.
because the women cut the men off from sex at a certain age. I was like, why? Because that's their number one, their culture. Because they said they raised the girls there to be sexuals for men, not women. You don't enjoy sex like a man. But it's all they learn to use their sex appeal to control men. You understand? That's one thing they have, and they learned that from watching other women. So that's why they'll cut their men off from sex. But foreign guys don't think that. They get married, and then there's no more sex, and then it's like, this woman's controlling me. Yeah, because you really didn't know who she was. You were just in it for the fantasy of just thinking she's gonna be anything I want. No,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the part I didn't know until it was time until like 3 years later. I didn't realize that in some women it's they're kind of like, if let's say if she had friends, right? Um they if you was to get with one of her friends just one time, that's not like a big deal to them.
yeah, it's like somebody like the one dude who was in Japan told me he went to a girl's house. He heard her sister and the boyfriend having sex, and the parents were in the living room. And I was like, wasn't that weird? He was like, in Japan, sex is like drinking water. It's natural. So it's
Yeah.
a different concept for them than us. That's why he said families will take showers together. They're naked, just taking showers together. Because of bad housing back in the day, there was one. Let's say you lived in an apartment complex. There was one bathroom. Everybody had to share it. Them than us.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a different mentality, man. And I don't, even after the 3 years, I still never got used to it. Nah, man. There's some shit, man, I can't take.
You ever seen the show? You ever seen the movie Lost in Translation with Bill Murray?
No,
I
I never
think
seen it.
it's called. This trip, and this other woman, a white woman, went to Japan for a bit.
No, I never seen it. Uh-oh. I think
They're just having a good.
oh man, you going in and out.
It's called.
Uh-oh. Damn. I think I might have lost you, man. Ah, shit. Damn. I think I might have lost him, man. Hope he come back. You know?
Yeah, you lost me a
Yeah.
little bit there, Sharp.
Yeah. I can hear you now. Uh-oh. Ah.
Good night, man.
All right, bro. Take it easy. So what you said, Marcus? Uh, yeah, it's just a different they have a different way of thinking, man. And that's why it was so difficult for me to live over there. That's why I had a hard time. You got to think about it. I went to Japan when I was 20 years old. And I've never been anywhere else That was my first. That was my first time leaving the country at 20 years old. I never been nowhere. I mean, I've been to New York one time, Florida one time, but you know, that's it. All right.
Yo,
What's up, man?
what's going on?
Not much.
Finally, I get to get some time to chat. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. So what's on your mind?
Not much. I was just listening to the other caller, and I don't know too much about Japan, but I always wanted to go there, for the past 15, 20 years. But, like I've always been saying, never get around to it, got to pay these bills, all this stuff. But that culture is it's a lot to learn about, you know what I'm saying?
You know, why you were so intrigued, or why?
I guess things over there is just so different. And I wasn't into it when I was like real young, but once I hit like 20 something, I don't know. It's just their way across the world, the culture, things that they do, and I just started getting interested in it. And then, it just seemed very interested and pretty cool. I actually took a college course with the Japanese language, a couple of years ago. But of course, that fell off because I didn't keep up with it. But besides that, the women are very beautiful too, So
Yeah, it's a nice place to visit for sure. Don't take you. It's 13 hours from Atlanta, straight flight,
I don't even
nonstop.
I'm from Jersey. I don't even like planes, but if you gotta do what you gotta
Hey,
do.
hold up. From you from Newark? Newark?
Yeah, Newark is about 25 minutes from my house.
Oh, from Newark Airport, it's I think it's 14 hours nonstop.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be closer if you lived in California, though. I don't know.
Yeah, it would. It would be.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But if you want a nonstop flight, Newark got one, Atlanta got one.
Oh, okay. It'll cost you like 1,200 though, or maybe 1,500 round trip.
More than that.
More than that? Oh,
More than that. I ain't seen 1,200 in 10 years.
Wow.
last I checked, it was 1,900.
Wow, jeez. Guess I'll
Yeah.
be saving that for 20 years.
Yeah, man. But hey,
Wow.
you don't meet any Japanese people up there?
Because I'm really close to New York City, but a half hour out. That's without traffic, of course. There is New York has a big Japanese community. New Jersey has a huge Korean community up in the Edgewater area, which is basically one or two exits away from New York City.
Okay.
If you miss that exit, you're done. You got to pay that toll to go to New York City. They have a huge Korean culture. I think there's Japanese too, but it's like you go in there, it's like, whoa, I don't belong here. It's like the whole town is like 80% Korean. Probably the other side is Japanese. But where I live in Morris County, not so much. So if you got that yellow fever or whatever you call it, you got to go up to New York City or to Edgewater.
Yeah, I think a lot of Japanese are in Brooklyn. It's a certain area in Brooklyn where a lot of Japanese live at. Yeah.
Oh, really? Japanese, not Chinese?
Well, I don't know about Chinese, but I know a lot of Japanese are in a certain area section in Brooklyn. A lot of them are there.
Oh, okay. I don't go to New York City too often. Like born and raised in Jersey, New York City, maybe like once a year, once every 2 years is not too often. There's still a lot to do in New York City. I haven't even ventured like not even quarter of it. So it is what it is when you're working all the time. Crazy, right?
I hear you, man. Yeah.
Jeez. If I ever take a trip to Japan, obviously I hope it's going to be a good trip, but I could go over there and just not like it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm black too. They might, you know how it is. Since you're a visitor, they're going to be nice to you and stuff because they know you're only going to be there for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and that's it. They don't have to deal with you too long. But
yeah.
anything longer than that, then you're definitely going to see the how they really are. You know what I'm saying? I hope not, but that's something I'm going to have to experience one of these days.
Yeah, they just it's not a foreign friendly place. They see you, they be like, okay, he's black. They'll be like, oh, he's American. That's what they'll say. Like when you start talking, they'll be, oh, he's American.
As long as they don't get me mixed up with somebody from Africa, but that could happen too.
Well, they can't tell the difference from a distance.
Okay, yeah.
No, they just, if you're in immigration, the line at the airport, they'll just assume you're African until you start talking and they see your passport or something like that.
Okay. I got to get a passport too. I got to get a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you should do it at least once, man. Just see how it is. But I had a lot of good things and bad things that happened to me over there.
Yeah.
But I was young. I was 20 years old. And I never been nowhere. My first time leaving the country at the time. And I was naive to a lot of things.
Wow.
Yeah, I was naive to a lot of things. Because it's a very passive aggressive place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought, hey, man, I thought y'all liked me, man. Like, they don't even answer the phone no more.
Oh, wow. I
like
mean,
that.
Was it easy for you to talk to people, or they don't want nothing to do with you really? That you just gotta keep it.
Well, the thing you have to realize is it's hard to meet people and make friends because people don't talk to people on the streets. So
Really?
no, that's like a no. That's forbidden.
Really? You can't just be like, hey, what's going on? Talk. Then they might think I'm trying to sell drugs or something.
No, they don't do that over there. All right, so
really?
let me tell you the trick. Let me tell you how I got over with that. I thought now you can ask for directions and people will start talking to you then. So
okay.
after I get the directions, then I flip it into a conversation.
That's slick. Yeah. That's slick.
Because other than that, I gotta wait. I gotta go to the nightclub. I gotta go to the bar. And those aren't the best people in the world. So I'm like, if I don't got no friends already, I'm new here. Where the hell am I supposed to meet people at?
You're right.
So they'll be like, oh, you meet them through other people. Well, I don't know nobody.
Right. And so, you were in Okinawa, I think, right?
No, I was in Yokosuka.
Okay, I'm not sure. Is that towards the north part of Japan, like where it's cold at?
Yeah. Well, it's not cold. It's not cold. It's an island.
It's like the really north part, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So a lot of the Japanese people are used to the military men over there.
Yeah.
So okay. I spoke to some Japanese folks on Facebook and stuff, and what was it? God, maybe like 8 years ago, I was like all hyped up thinking I was going to save up money and go over there talking to a bunch of people and never made it out there, just bugging out.
Was it a Facebook group?
I think it was, what was it? I met some girl on Facebook group over there. She was pretty cool. And I think I got her line, because everybody uses Line over there.
Oh, yeah, everybody uses that. Yeah.
I mean, that's like, you got to have that app.
Oh, yeah, you got to add that. That's almost mandatory.
Yeah, I'm still in some groups over there on the Line app, but I don't really deal with it too much anymore. I checked out some Japanese dating online stuff, but that's a bunch of BS unless you paying money, like that
Yeah.
OK Cupid stuff. But like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna work out if you ain't planning to go over there. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the easiest way is to know somebody that know Japanese girls.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way.
So for the
Yeah.
line group, I know like at least 2 or 3 people who's over there, who's been over there for a hot minute. You know, I
Yeah.
can connect with them and do this and do that and all this other stuff. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I got
But
some buddies over there. I got some buddies I still keep in contact with.
yeah. So the only
Everybody's
issue
on,
is huh?
everybody's on the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Online. That's the way to
Yeah.
do it. I couldn't really like unless I get a remote job and I can travel back and forth. But even if you get a remote job, you got that time difference. So you're gonna be working at nighttime on crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that'll work out unless you have your own business, but I gotta make it
Yeah.
out there. Because I'm 38. I'll be hitting 40 in 2 years. So gotta get that money together, make it out there, figure stuff out. Probably not the idea to go by yourself, but I don't want to go with another person and be held up and caught up like, oh, I'm gonna go meet with these people and
See,
go solo.
I would recommend have someone show you around there. It's not easy to get around. To know
Especially
where
if you
you're
don't know the language.
going. Yeah, that's a problem too. It's not like a place where you can stumble into things. It's not like that. You have to know where you're going at. You know, it's like, and even in Tokyo, it's still not that easy to get around like that.
I hear
Yes,
that's the most Americanized place, Tokyo.
huh?
I heard in Tokyo is the easiest for an American to get around, but you know, once
Yeah,
you leave that, it's a wrap.
yeah, but you don't know where you're going at.
Yeah.
It's like New York City.
Yeah, you're
Tokyo's like
right.
New
You're
York
right.
City. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, you got cabs everywhere, but where the hell we going though?
I heard
Shit,
them
you don't
Africans
know.
be trying to pull you into those clubs on some crazy
Yeah,
tip.
yeah, they be running scams over there.
And they're not even Japanese women in there. They Filipino women that look Japanese.
Yeah,
Bugging.
they got
They-
them buy me drink bars over there.
Oh, that's like how it is in Thailand. Buy me a lady drink.
Yep. You get
Oh man.
one drink, you might buy one Corona, that shit $25.
American.
Yeah.
Wow. 20. Oh man. You could buy like 2 cases with it with one beer.
Yeah, but if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You just get
And,
suckered.
and let me tell you how they get you. This happened to me and my buddy at the time. It'll be a girl, usually a girl that's on the corner, telling, "Hey, come and have a drink, right? And it's always a badass girl too. You be like, "Damn, that motherfucker's fine." And you go in it down. My buddy, he got a Hennessy, I got a Corona. Then they come back. Hey, here you go, whatever. Put the tab down. You look, $50. Like, what the hell? And then if you say, "Now this is what I did," I was like, "Oh hell no, I ain't paying that shit." Hell no, nah, I don't give a damn. No, So what they'll do if they think you ain't gonna pay, they'll call a goon on you, bro. The goon will come out from the back out of the bar somewhere through a damn door. Some big ass dude, maybe one or two of them, and be like, "Hey, you say you owe this."
Damn.
Yeah, they do that shit all the time.
Wow. Like a big stocky dude, or he's just fat?
No, he's built.
Wow.
Yeah. And you be like, okay, I don't think we'd be able to take them two, bro.
Wow. And plus,
Yeah.
you don't want to fight in that country anyway. I mean, who wants to get kicked out? You got to pay that tab.
Another thing, because if you get in a fight, and they call the cops, well, you're going to jail. They're not going to believe anything you saying. The cops.
And that's a jail you don't want to be in.
Exactly.
20-day old rice. You ever smell
Yeah.
old rice before? Forget it.
Yeah. So I had I had this older guy tell me one time, because when I was in Thailand, the same thing happened, right? But in Thailand, I ran. Fuck that, I'm out. Yeah. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna play me like that, right?
Wow.
So I had an older guy tell me, "Hey man, don't do that shit no more." And because he said, "Look, sometimes, man, it's just good to pay to get rid of a problem." You know. And then I told him, I was like, "Yo, man." He said, "I said, look, I don't care how much it is. It ain't the amount; it's the principle of the matter." He said, "I know." He said, "You're right. I agree. Sometimes, man, it's just good to pay to get rid of a problem." Because let me tell you what happened. They had them girls at that bar in Thailand had guys looking for me on the streets, and
Wow.
and they saw my buddies, right? And it was like, yo, y'all got to pay for your buddy, your boy. So, you know what I'm saying? If anything would have happened to them, that would have been on me, because we were together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when my man told me, the older guy said, "Hey man, sometimes it's just good to just pay to get rid of a problem, even though you ain't really doing that wrong." You know?
Yeah, I heard Thailand is pretty wild. That's my next stop, Thailand.
Yeah,
But,
Thailand is wide open, man.
but a lot of brothers are going over there. Who knows how long it'll be? It's getting wild over there.
I like Thailand better than Japan. I like Thailand better than Japan, because most people speak English, and they don't have a lot of stereotypes. You know, they
Okay.
don't really have that. You don't really have a lot of stereotypes. You don't got to worry about a lot of that shit. You still gotta have a little street smart, regardless of where you at, regardless. But Thailand, you can kind of lay back. Plus, they like us brothers over there. They really like us. They call us Chocolate Man. And if you go to Thailand, you're gonna hear that. Some girls are gonna call you that.
Just like that, they got that YouTuber, Chocolate Man in Thailand.
Yeah, that's where you got that from. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they got the other guy, Thailand is blown up in the African American community, in that particular area, Pattaya, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess you want to find something, genuine and with no BS, you go on the outskirts.
Yeah, you gotta go to the country.
And don't let them know that you went to Pattaya, or they're not going to want nothing to do with you half the time anyway.
Yeah, probably.
But if you want
you go to Bangkok.
Yeah, but I heard a lesser version of Pattaya, or you're right, Bangkok. But you want to, huh?
I like Bangkok better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Bangkok.
I heard it'd be crazy hot in the summertime over there, right? Like 100 degrees.
But it doesn't feel like it though.
Oh, no humidity. Okay, dry heat. I think.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. It's not like Miami in the summertime. It's not like that. It's not. You ever been to Miami? Florida? Any place in Florida?
I only been to Texas, and it was crazy hot in the summertime.
Okay, it's not like that. I've been to Texas. It's not that type of heat.
Okay.
Not like that.
Isn't Miami like a lot of humidity? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Sweaty heat, forget that.
Yeah, Miami it'd be hot as a motherfucker.
Oh man! Wow.
Damn, this motherfucker hot.
They said Miami's expensive too, though now. So
yeah, it is.
It's getting up there. So let me see. So Japan, you said they were offering $75,000 to get married with somebody or impregnate them or something.
Well, from what I read, the shit's in Japanese, right? Most of what I've seen. It seems like there's very little cash payments, and most of the benefits come in like financial aid.
Like to go to school or like open up a business
Yeah,
or shop or something.
yeah,
Okay, you can make that. You can make that work. So it'll give you an excuse to go back and forth to Japan to get some type of like a residence or something, because you have a
yeah,
business.
yeah. So you have to start a family. You have to be married, and you got to have a baby to get the
Uh,
benefits.
it's not
Yeah.
like you hop around and have like 20 babies, right? And get
No,
like,
no, no. No, they claim that they want people to start families because their birth rates has been low forever. Since I heard about this I heard this when I was over there in the 90s.
I was hearing about it too, and I was thinking of I should start a YouTube channel to help get the birth rate up. But I'm like, oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
No, I think they're too far gone at this point.
Right. And just like the other guy was saying that once you get married, the girls stop giving you sex after a while, I guess. Damn.
Yeah, that happens. That does happen.
Maybe that's
But
after 10 years, 20 years. I don't know. Everybody's
it
different.
usually starts when they hit like 40s and 50s. That's when
Wow.
I hear a lot of stories in that age group, you know.
Unless they get into a new relationship at that age, and then it might be 10 years later down the line or something. Who knows?
They just stop having sex. Period.
Oh damn! If I date somebody around my age over there, they just ain't giving it up. I have to find somebody in their 20s, 30s.
Like I give you an example. You can go to Japan right now. There's a 35, 45, 50-year-old chick probably ain't had sex in 10 years, 10, 15 years.
Damn.
Yeah. I met a girl that was 42 years old at the time. She ain't had sex in 10 years. And I didn't believe her when she said that until I got up in her. I said, "Oh my God, okay, I believe you now."
Wow.
Damn.
And I guess they just fall out of interest of it or whatever it is.
Well, the guys ain't once they get past 32, a lot of guys ain't really, they don't want that.
Oh, it's the guys, not the girl.
It's the guys, yeah.
They bugging, but everybody's different, so I can't be, judging
Yeah.
like that.
If okay, let's say if she's 35, a guy that's 55, 60, he would talk to that 35-year-old. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm a 35-year-old dude, I ain't trying to get with a 34-year-old chick, Japanese chick. He don't want that. That's she's useless.
So he would want somebody like 10 years younger or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. She's considered to be old at 34, 35.
Damn.
Yeah. They don't want that. At first I thought it was a joke. No, they serious about that shit.
Wow.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that same 35-year-old chick, if she moves to America, the Japanese guy would talk to her now. Only because the pickings is slim.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I found that to be interesting.
Yeah, you're right. Slim pickings.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, they got the Love Hotels. I heard it's pretty easy to talk to a girl. Hey, you want to go to Love Hotel? Blah, blah, blah. And they're just down with it. Over here in America, you got to be working all types of hard and be all strategic and try to do all this stuff to get them into a hotel, this and that. Over there, it's like second nature over there, I guess.
Yeah, they got them love hotels everywhere, man.
Jeez.
Them shit's off the highway. Them shit's everywhere.
Wow.
You can now they got the shit. Some of them so fancy. You can drive your car in that motherfucker.
Oh, oh, that's crazy.
You drive your car in that motherfucker. You can like you can like pay. You can like pay right here. Pay. They got like a I guess a little kiosk. You can pay for everything right there and drive your car in.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen them like that too, man. I'm like, oh man, they done got really fancy with it.
Wow. Hey, as long as the women fresh and clean with no problems, everything's good. But you gotta be smart, how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days I better hurry up and figure out something before I get too old, but I ain't never too old. So I'm gonna have to
man, you young, you still a young man, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't be going all over the place. I can't really, because I got a 14-year-old, so I got to be home and do this and do that. You know how it goes. Yeah, shit. What happened? Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up and check it out. And figure it out one day at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Like traveling is priceless, yo. Priceless.
Yeah.
It's the best, probably the best. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my life is travel. Yeah, I don't talk about it a lot on here, but I've been places where people dream about going.
So Japan #1, Thailand #2, South Korea #3. I heard they have a birth problem too.
Yeah,
because everybody's trying to worry about the vanity and getting cosmetic surgery and all types of other issues that I hear about.
They doing the same thing Japan doing, giving benefits. They're trying to get people to come over there too.
Oh wow!
But Korea started doing it first.
Jeez, I could turn Muslim and maybe have a couple of wives.
Yeah, it's like I asked somebody about that. I said, hey, why people don't have kids like they do over here in America? And they said, well, over there, people think about the money first. I said, oh, okay. I said, shit, over here in America, we had a kid and then we think about the money later.
Yeah, which is not a good thing half the time,
Yeah. Yeah. That's why, but that's the mentality over there in Korea and Japan.
Maybe they're thinking that you need at least $100,000 so you can think about a kid. Maybe they're thinking something like that. I don't know.
They'd be like, man, I can't. They'd be like, yo, I can't afford to have kids, and they can't. That's why they don't get married now. Same reason.
Shoot, I don't blame them, but damn, wow, I get it because it's tough.
Yeah. So right now, if you're in Tokyo, you might see a gang of Japanese guys, 7 or 8 of them walking past you with no woman. That's common over there. That's common. Yeah. I see that all the time. And I'll be like, hey, what a girl at? You might have one girl.
Wow.
If you go to like a coffee shop or a cafeteria, same thing. You have the long table full of guys. You might have one girl.
Wow. And you said the girls, you can't really meet them on the street. It's impolite. I mean, you either got to know people. What about meeting them in the clubs or like a coffee shop?
In the club, coffee shop,
or a bar.
Any place inside.
Oh, okay.
Any place inside is good, but outside on the street, that's impolite.
I don't even do clubs like that, but
exactly, that was my point. I said, what if I don't go to the club? What am I supposed to do then?
I'll go to a bar. Maybe it's
yeah, but at the bar, the pickings are slim at the bar.
yeah. A strip club is not the place to go either.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Now, their strip clubs are usually private.
Really?
No foreigners allowed.
And if there is, it's fake Japanese because they Philippine probably.
But shit, I don't know. I never been in one.
Wow, it's private like that unless you're gonna pay up a lot of money. But even if you pay up a lot of money, it still ain't gonna let you in.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. It's for no foreigners.
Well, if you know somebody, maybe you can get in.
You're right.
I actually seen they have signs posted. No foreigners allowed.
Wow. But if you're born in Japan and you're black, you can go in there, right?
That's a good question.
Because there are some black folks that are born over there.
I don't know. Now, that's a good question. See, a lot of Japanese people don't see mixed people as Japanese.
Mm.
No.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. I don't know. If I had to guess, probably not.
Okay. Wow. Find out when I get there, if I ever get there.
Yeah, but there's other places you can go, man.
Yeah.
That's way better than Japan, in my opinion. I like Thailand better. I like Australia. Australia is far though. It's really far.
Only thing I can think of with Australia is the dangerous animals.
I didn't see any. Well, I stayed in the city limits. So I didn't go out. I didn't go out outside the city limits.
That's good. Don't go hiking and end up being dead.
No. I'm not going out in that wood, man. No.
Yeah, forget it. Well, let's go hiking. Nah. You can go. I ain't going.
Nah.
I had the medkit waiting for when you get back.
But man, there's a lot of places here in America you can go. Miami, it's expensive, but Miami's a cool place. Miami's one of my favorite places to visit.
Yeah, I heard it was really nice. When I went to Texas, I went to Austin and I loved it. I loved it over there.
Yeah.
But maybe because everything was paid for, I didn't really have to pay for anything but a little bit of stuff. I think that was the most factor right there. But I had a great time. I went 2 times actually. I went to go
with your job?
I went to go visit family, big brother and big sister. And the second time I went was for one of the daughters got married. So that was nice.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a really good time. I haven't really been to too many places in the US, Austin, New York, Pennsylvania. I think that's about it. I didn't really go anywhere else. Crazy, right?
You went to the Poconos? That's what y'all call it in Pennsylvania?
I guess so.
yeah. Y'all call it. I never been there, but I heard about it. Yeah.
The beginning section of the Poconos. I didn't even really go deep in the mountains over there.
I heard that's a lot of people like going up there. That's what I heard. That's the spot. I said, is it okay?
I don't. Well, if you go deep in the Poconos, I guess you just camping in woods. But that's not. There's some camping resorts and stuff is really nice, lakes and stuff. But other than that, you got to be that type of person that likes to go outdoors and stuff. And
yeah, I'm a beach guy.
Yeah, we got the Jersey Shore, so.
Yeah, I like warm weather, man. Yeah.
I don't like it when it's too burning hot. I don't like it when it's like 95 degrees, like 80 degrees max. Too hot and it's too much. I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
The Jersey Shore, I only been to Jersey Shore maybe like 4 times. I haven't had a chance to go out there too often.
Okay. How far is that? How far is that from you?
Oh, from my house, the earliest shore point is I think is about 1 hour from my house. It's the earliest.
Oh, damn.
Which is Jenkinson's Beach area, and then the seaside part, which is the main party destination for a lot of the younger crowd, and what you see on Jersey Shore, that TV show, I think is another 45 minutes from there.
What about the Jones Beach that people used to talk about back in the day?
That's in Jersey? I thought that was like a Florida thing.
No, yeah, it's in New Jersey, somewhere up there.
It must be way down there then. Huh.
Okay.
That's how much I know about Jersey. Born and live here. Crazy.
Yeah. I thought y'all got Long Island.
Huh?
How far is Long Island from you?
Oh man, I was trying to apply for this job at Rockstar, video game company, and it's an hour and a half from my house, Long Island.
Oh damn. Yeah, that's a
Well,
little
the job location was an hour and a half, with
okay.
traffic and everything. But I guess the earliest part of Long Island, I guess, is like maybe an hour and like 15 minutes, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So you said some Japanese woman in Brooklyn, huh? I have to check that out.
Yeah, that's it. A lot of them are in Brooklyn, Manhattan. Yeah.
Yeah, Manhattan's a lot of upscale. So
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I know some that live in Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And a lot of them in Atlanta too.
Really?
A lot of them in Atlanta. Oh yeah.
Japanese in Atlanta?
Yeah, they love Atlanta.
I wonder why. Huh.
I think they have a lot of Japanese stores, and so they can get the food that they normally would in Japan.
Rich area, rich section.
Not really. Nah, not really. Nah.
Japanese, not Korean, right? Okay.
No, not Korean.
Okay, no. Damn. Every time I drive through like Edgewater and those areas, it just feels like, I don't know. It's like they give up that mentality, like, oh, they're better than everybody. But I'm the only black guy in town, so what are you going to think? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. When the Japanese, when a lot of Japanese women come over here, they kind of switch up. They it's hard to talk to a lot of them. Yeah. Now you can catch them in New York. It's easy, but I would say places like Atlanta, Houston, Seattle. It's kind of hard to talk to them. A lot of them in Seattle too. That's another place. But a lot of Japanese are in Seattle because they came over in the 60s.
In Seattle? That's strange.
In Tacoma. Just outside of Seattle, Tacoma.
That's strange.
They've been there since the 60s.
Okay. Huh. I'm gonna have to look that up why they came over there. Strange.
After the war.
I guess too many in California, they just moved over a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're in LA. You know that. That's a given.
Yeah. I heard California has a lot of Asians because they're closer towards Hawaii and Japan and all that too. Okay.
Yeah. But you got a lot of weirdos in LA though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of weirdos over there, boy.
Well, I heard LA, everybody pretends that they're a movie star, pretends that they're a writer. Yeah. I'm so busy. I'm an Instagram person. Everybody's pretending to be that big shot person. That's how LA is. Yeah. And they want to be like New York City so bad, apparently.
Yeah. New York, Atlanta's like that too.
Oh, wow.
Atlanta, I met aspiring actors and directors and adult porn, all kind of shit, man.
But I heard Atlanta, a lot of people are from other states and they move in there for a year or 2 or 6 months and they bounce. They just come and go. Yeah,
because they get there and shit just don't work out and they end up starving to death. There's no more money there. They end up homeless, man. A lot of people.
Wow.
I mean, people are like every football season is a different crowd at the bar.
Oh, that's crazy.
Every football season. And I lived in Atlanta for what, 11 years. Every football season, I'm like, yo, you don't see the same people no more. You might see maybe two, maybe a handful. I'll be like, yeah, what's up, man? I didn't think he was here no more. Like, yeah, man, whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. But all right, man, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get on at another time. We'll figure it out. All right. So I appreciate you for having me on the stream. And I'll try to join the next one or whenever I can.
All right, peace.
All right, peace out.
So there you have it. Another exclusive episode. So like, share the video. Hopefully you learn something, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. I'm out. Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Hair from Cali, I live in the valley.